Hi guys, I'm back with Deadly Premonition. Yes. Yesterday my game crashed at chapter 20 and I got frustrated and then just started loading up my other saves that I had on my computer, and I decided, why not just continue from where it crashed and take it all the way to the end. I got enough sleep though, so I am ready to do this. So hopefully, maybe like in the next couple days, maybe I can get to the halfway mark. We'll see. I don't have any cool prizes anymore, but yeah, I stayed up
during the investigation.
maybe 9:30, and I think I fell asleep, and then I woke up around 10. I feel pretty good though. I thought it was Saturday for like half the day though. So yeah, this is, I got all the way to the end, and then the game decided to crash on me, and I was very mad. But how you guys doing tonight? How about you, Fraud? How are you feeling? You stayed up with me.
Do you see the resemblance? Anna, Becky, she looks like Diane. And Carol, Zach, look. Emily.
Wait. There we go. Deadly Premonition for Game of the Decade. Oh, that's good. Oh, maybe this is too loud. Hold on a second. Pause. No, wrong button, Whitney. Sir. There we go. Do you guys have any New Year's plans?
Yes. Amazing.
Well, I mean, I think you were here. I got to the end of this, and then during the cutscene with Harry telling the story, it just crashed, and it sent me back to the save spot, and I went, fuck it. And I just loaded the Thomas fight, and then after that, I then loaded the George fight, and then the start of the Kason one. But, I loaded the start of going to Thomas's apartment, and then I loaded Thomas fight, and then I loaded Kason. But I decided might as well just go through it. Yeah, I loaded basically after that fight. I loaded just the start of the Kason, and then I logged off because my mom made dinner and I was tired. So you have no plans for New Year's? I never have plans. I don't know, I might like stream, I don't know. There's no pickles. I mean, there's no pineapple. What the hell? You guys do anything fun today? I watched You Season 2. It was interesting.
Yes.
You know, you could just hop this right here and just break that window.
Yes.
Get me through. Oh. Oh, tell your buddy happy birthday. It's only third. It's only 2 days before mine. Where's my... How come we never got a baseball bat as a weapon? That's not fair.
Great.
Oh. Hey! Congratulations, by the way. I really hope you like the cards. Oh, why'd I pick that up? I don't need those. No, I don't need any of those. Well, I'm happy. I hope they're just as great in person. Oh wow, that long ago. You're buying it for some guy? Well, I hope that some guy enjoys it. I've heard a range of things. I've heard it's the best game ever, and then I've heard it's terrible. Oh, they're like, I printed the site I went to, they're like custom playing cards that I could do front and back, so. I know somebody else who won them from a contest I held on my site a few years back. They were able to put them in just trading card holders, just fine. Oh, from somebody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you said I read that as you're buying it for some guy. Going back to my usual play style with just the gun. I like getting headshots. Ooh. See, you should just stay on the top step. I don't know why you left it for the ritual rune fight. That was very annoying.
Bullseye. Great.
I've seen people posting screen caps of like bridges and stuff from the game. I don't really know what you're doing in the game, except maybe carrying packages. I've just seen the funny video memes people have made. I gotta say, I'm a bit curious to try it for myself, but I think I might just wait till it's on PC or something and I can get it cheap. Oh, I still have his guitar. I'm gonna give it back to him. His wife was so mean to give it to York. I'm sorry.
Yes.
She definitely has a dark side. Teehee, I'm a good mom and a mother, but I'm gonna take my husband's prized possession and give it to the FBI agent for picking up the storeroom. And look how depressed he is. Oh well, teehee. Oh my god, I didn't reload. Don't kill me with the baseball bat, please. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really know anything about it besides the weird screen caps people post. Oh, and that tongue one. That's about it. Yeah, I hope you like it. Wait, I think I went the wrong way. I did go the wrong way. God. Oh, I hope he likes it. Those pins are dope in person. I was really impressed. No, no, put it in my inventory. There we go. It's my hand-eye coordination still not up to par. Oh, damn, something's going on. I gotta say, when the game gets to this point, it's just a big adrenaline rush until the end. Like, it gets... Wait, I just went the wrong way again. Oh my god. You go this way. You gotta tell him that he needs to play it because he's in it.
Nice shot.
Oh my god, I guess it's a cat or something. They're going ballistic. Hey, Ikari, how are you doing? Yes, I'm doing better after some sleep. Oh man. I think that's the longest I've stayed up ever. Well, no, I've stayed up longer than that. But, oh man. Oh, I didn't sleep. If I did fall asleep at like 9:30, 11 hours? Yeah. But for how I came to play this best game of the decade, I saw an article about.
Huh?
I saw an article about it in
Emily!
like 2009 on Kotaku. They
At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist.
He's kind of
Even
loud.
if
I'll
it
wait a
means
sec.
losing someone that you love.
Stop! Zach, did you see that? I must be getting tired.
Okay, so I saw the article on Kotaku. It was like a little news article about the trailer for Deadly Premonition. I guess it just got put out, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks really interesting." And you know, I love true crime. It was kind of in the back of my mind, and then I went to my friend's wedding in Florida as a bridesmaid, and we went to the mall. I went to GameStop, and I saw it. I was like, "Oh shit, that's that game!" You know, I saw a trailer for it. I was interested in, and I bought it, and I played it, and I thought it was pretty funny. And I got home, and then I got frustrated playing it, and then I ended up watching Giant Bomb play through it. And then after that, I was like, this game is so amazing. Why did I let, my frustrations about the map, stop me from finishing it? And I went back and I 100%ed it in a weekend, and then I just didn't stop playing it. I never really stayed up all night myself, usually. So it's very infrequent. But I was actually feeling pretty okay yesterday. It was just, I think I was just really just tired of sitting at my computer, and once I got some good food, and then I started watching You season 2, and then I fell asleep. I didn't feel that crappy. I thought I'd feel worse today, but no. Feeling pretty good. Yeah, that map. I got lost in Greenville so much. And I remember I stopped after the hospital. And I'm like, oh, well, Giant Bomb is I'd watched their endurance run of Persona 4, and it was really funny. And then I saw that they were doing Deadly Premonition, and I'm like, you know what? I'll let someone else play it, and I'll watch them to get the story. And it's funny, the friend who got married, her and her husband ended up getting the game, and she was telling me, you need to finish it. It's a really good game. I'm like, you know what? I'll let Giant Bomb finish it. And then I realized how wrong I was, because they did not do the side missions, and I had to go in and do it myself. So I wasn't an instant fan, but I was pretty close to instant if you remove my frustration with the map. I think my own frustrations with the map and not being able to zoom out it made me decide to make the map on my own. I'm like, I gotta help people out, because that map really sucked. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, my Let's Play is very long. It's like what I was trying to do in the beginning of this, but more successful because I had the ability to fast forward through the boring shit. Oh, it would make me mad. They should learn from their mistakes. I'd be so mad. It's like, come on, man. That's like the one thing everyone complains about.
Zach, looks like we're out of the countryside and back in civilization.
I was so bummed when they did not fix it for the director's cut. Like, I could not fathom why they wouldn't fix it. maybe if they give it... Ah, Gary, you're loud. Maybe if they give a choice. Do you want crappy map or a usable map? Make your choice in the beginning.
I brought the documents. Just what is going on in here?
I warned you about haste. Take it slow. You'll lose sight of what's important if you just rush past it. As an agent of the FBI, I'm sure you know. So many people have got it all wrong. They think speed is the key. That being first is the best. They want speed and are satisfied with what the speed brings.
Oh, hey, Atlas. Welcome, welcome. I just responded to your message. I just saw it.
I see everything that they don't. From here, I see it all. Then,
oh, my chat's a little bit messed up. One sec.
make use of what I've seen. I can get whatever I want in this way. Anything at all.
You're certainly talkative today, Harry. But I didn't come here for a business lecture. Tell me everything you know.
Speed is not important. Timing is what is important.
Oh, no, that didn't miss a step.
York, you have a natural gift for waiting for the correct timing. Just be careful that your haste does not ruin everything.
Here we go.
That will be vital to solving the current case at hand. York, I know more than you think, but less than what you hope. 1, you have Nick in custody. 2, Thomas is missing. 3, Carol has a locket that belongs to the murderer.
Well, no, I saw, like, I think 30 was, that was a lot of people. I've never had that many in a stream
you've got
before.
an inside line on police information.
But for the rest of the stream, no, I didn't really see too many new faces.
Victims' tongues were cut out, weren't they? But that's only a minor point. Don't let the shocks blind you to what's more important.
Didn't realize my chat was still,
Harry, I'm
shortened
impressed.
from my other
You
layout.
gather information really well. You hacked into the FBI network, too.
Yeah, Harry still pisses me off. Like, dude, why are you playing
But I didn't come
games?
here to
Just
hear
tell
this.
him what you know. Why you make him do fetch quests?
Then let us close the
Stop being a
business
dick.
seminar. It's time for a history lesson instead. I remember it as though it were yesterday, if you'll pardon the
It's
cliche.
super loud in my
It
headphones.
was dark, rainy, a foggy night. My parents, who normally got along, were fighting over something. My father was blaming my mother, it seemed. So I left the house, headed for the clock tower. There was a party being held that day to celebrate the tower's...
I gotta say, streaming Deadly Premonition and or Silent Hill usually brings the most people.
Climb the tower. Curious child, and saw it being constructed day after day. I'm not sure why, but I was really drawn to the tower in some way. And that's why I knew. From the pit in the theater, there's a path to the clock tower. They were just cleaning up after the party, so it was easy to get into the
So how did all you guys get into this game? I mean, Disco, you said a little bit. Like, I didn't actually. I mean, I knew about Twin Peaks, but I never watched it. But then after I played this game and all the people commenting how it was just like Twin Peaks made me watch the series.
When I got outside again, the purple fog was spreading. I covered my nose and mouth and ran home.
I turned this back up yet. It's still really loud.
I unconsciously counted the number of times the bell rang. After the 12th time, the bell did not stop ringing. It rang a loud 13th time. I got back into town to see another, even more disturbing sight. The people were attacking, killing each other, rampaging as though insane. One man, dressed in a red raincoat, was particularly strong. Anybody who attacked him was killed in an instant.
He only played it for a little bit, right?
Violent hate boiling up inside him.
Now I'm surprised he didn't continue with it. It was thanks to Spoonie that I saw, like, Phantasmagoria 2 and, Ripper, I think that was, the other one was, and I watched his Final Fantasy VIII playthrough. But,
Was that of my father, painted with an expression I had never seen before. Hatred and angst. He clearly saw me, but that did not stop him from attacking me. He knocked me out, and I fell to the ground. The following morning, I awoke.
what's that, Harry? I can't hear anymore because that part was just blasted in my ear.
The fog was gone. I couldn't believe what I saw, or what I myself had done.
He was really funny from the stuff I did see him. I mean, I didn't
My mother was dead.
I didn't really keep up with him, but I saw that things got kind of weird, and then, yeah.
The next day,
Oh, thank you.
overrun by military
I was trying to cut it out of my
gag order was
Let's Play, and I was like, man, why is my side so fucking loud? I think I screwed something with my audio balance, but I should have that. I'm cutting it out. I'm gonna put it on the Deadly Premonition Archives channel as a separate thing.
But these things find
I would really like to do a more formal interview with him in the future.
people only speak of the killer in the red raincoat.
Maybe I could, after Deadly Premonition 2, talk more about it.
Quite a story.
I'm still, like, really shocked that what he said about Twin Peaks actually, the people behind Twin Peaks actually sending a cease and desist or whatever. It's always just been rumored, but to have it kind of confirmed was pretty cool.
Town is dirty, York.
If what you say is true, then the killer is someone who is badly affected when it rains.
Not hard at all. You know, all I did was, well, I knew he lived in San Jose, and I knew he ran the Comedy
Is there a
Sports
connection
Improv.
between the red seeds and the gas?
All I did was go to the site, and I sent an email saying, hey, I'm doing this charity stream like a couple months ago, and I said, if you could come on, that'd be great. And he emailed me back, and he said, sure, just tell me the time.
Figured
And it was that easy.
or it could just be nature's way of getting back at us humans.
But I honestly, I can't believe no one has recognized him just by his voice, because he sounds just like York.
Thomas.
Maybe because all the comparisons people were making online? I don't know.
Just as you suspected, everything I have told you is
I mean,
gibberish.
people still make it,
I never hacked into the FBI.
but I think it's easier to say, no, we're not like Twin Peaks, because it looks a lot more different now.
I shall thank you for listening to me.
But honestly, I'm kind of glad that we got Deadly Premonition instead of Rainy Woods, because I think Deadly Premonition looks cooler. Like, York looks cooler. I think the twins,
one
angels,
thing,
are cooler.
You're a businessman. You must be after something.
And honestly,
For giving me this
after
information.
seeing the show, I still prefer Twin Peaks. I mean, Deadly Premonition over Twin Peaks.
Times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist.
Now, how the fuck do you know that line, dude?
It means losing someone that you love.
But that still does not justify murder.
Changes in form.
You don't charge at my father,
There
boss.
isn't a single thing that can maintain its shape for eternity. Overlook this fact, and you'll be making a big mistake.
I think I never really got, like, Harry, did this freeze on me? Okay. I'm gonna say, wow, again. I'm still mad at that stupid continue from the car exploding. That's such BS. I still wonder how Harry knew that line. I'm wondering if it's because his connection with the White Room, that maybe he knows what his father's line was and he was just saying it to freak York out.
York,
I didn't
we
think
found
Twin
Thomas.
Peaks season 2 was that bad. I hate season 3 though, so maybe I just don't have taste. You never know.
Timing, Emily. Good timing.
Ugh, whatever, just get in. George is heading over there already. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, George is heading there already.
Zach, things are finally starting to come together. All we need now is for Thomas to fill in the blanks in our new legend.
I always thought that it was George who called in the so-called tip. Since he's, trying to frame Thomas right now. Whoa. There we go. I really hate how herky-jerky the cars are. Like, you push a little bit too hard, your car's gonna spin out right out of control. It's very annoying. I just thought it was boring. Like, I spent more time just sitting there waiting for something to happen and then fast forwarding through most of it. It's just very annoying. Oh, thank you for fraud. I don't know why my alert thing. Oh, my alert thing's still over here. Thank you so much. Oh. I think it's locked. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's locked. I mean for it to be over the chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ah. I think I was mainly disappointed that we weren't really in Twin Peaks a lot, and I didn't see as many returning characters. Like, I really cared about Audrey, and I just felt like we never really got much of her. I mean, we got her son, I guess, but her whole thing was weird. I'm just not really into artsy type filming. I know he was going for like a moving painting. Oh my god, car. But this is just not my jam. Never was really into that stuff. And I guess I liked the first 2 seasons because I felt there's always stuff going on, and I got invested in the mystery and I guess the drama with the characters. I just wasn't that invested in the new characters. Season 3. And Dougie annoyed the shit out of me. Ugh. Oh, David Lynch's character in season 2 is great. Ah! Let's hit George. Oh no, I keep hitting him. Ugh. Oh no, am I stuck? Oh no. George, you got the last laugh. You made me stuck. Oh. I know, he's like at one of the bushes. He just like can wreck Emily's car. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Agent York, why did you try to run me over? How much for me to get one? You have to give me a lot of money. I'd have to fend off the Who's G character.
George, what's happening?
We received an anonymous call informing us that Thomas returned home. I sent Emily to get you right away.
No idea who made the call?
No. That's why I came on
You
ahead
gotta love G
to see if
tattoo.
we could assist her.
Atlas.
A light did come on, but only for a second. I saw a tall male silhouette in the window. It was Thomas.
I do want to get a Deadly Premonition tattoo. I just don't know what I would get. And I'm not getting Love G.
We'll be ready to burst in at
I mean, I
any
got one
moment.
for Silent Hill. Because I loved it for so long. I think Deadly Premonition should get one too. I'm just not quite sure what to get. Like maybe,
It's the same in the countryside.
should I get the deer head? Should I get a sapling? The tree symbol? York's face with the creepy smile? I don't know. Thomas's biscuit on a booty cheek? I don't know if I want his biscuit on my biscuit, you know? I don't know. Maybe I could do something where it's like half Zach's face, half York's face. I don't know. Get a York scar? What, on my face? That'd be a little weird.
Too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Ooh, I could shave in his apartment. Let's shave in Thomas's apartment. Oh yeah. Dry shaving for the win. Look at that, a brand new man. Ready to take on evil. Okay. I was just really sad at this point in the game. Because I just knew that Thomas wasn't the killer. Confirms our suspicions, which are that he's being set up. Actually, this looks more like a brunette wig than auburn, but Get Polly's. Yeah, she does like putting her name on things. Let's do that. That would be a deep cut for fans. You didn't understand anything at this point? I just knew. Thomas's biscuit. And take that. Can you observe his make and take? Everyone wants to be someone else. You know, I look at this window and all I can see is York's big old head coming through to stare at Thomas dancing. So silly. Thomas's apartment is so clean. I really like this little picture of him and Carol. I wish it looked more like them, but it's still cute that he's on there on the nightstand. And is this supposed to be a picture of the falls? I don't know what it's supposed to be. Can I break his mannequin? Let's see. Nope. Milk barn. But I'm just really thrilled now that how many more people are seeing what a great game this is thanks to the Switch release. I mean, new releases always give old games new life, and I'm just happy that Deadly Premonition is getting kind of like a renaissance with this Switch release and now a sequel. Look at that pizza. Ugh. What is on there? Is that mold or maybe broccoli? Ugh. I still find it funny how messy Carol is in comparison. No, I can't believe how many things he has going on. It's like a madman. Just chock full of ideas. Like it's never ending. So when I was doing my Let's Play, I had the text dump that Fraud had given me, and it gave you like all the text observations in the game, and I spent so much time trying to locate where each one was in the game. There's some I could never find, but one that gave me trouble was this one in Carol's apartment, because you just have to stand in a certain spot and hit observe. Wait, it wasn't this one, was it? Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah, because I kept going, oh, it's on that table, but I could never get the actual observe. I was very confused. Oh, that's great. I guess did he play it off stream then for himself? Oh, what's kind of funny though, so you see this observation on the record player, right? It's kind of generic. Well, if you go back to Thomas's apartment, it seems like the two descriptions got switched. She seems like music, considering all the LPs on her floor. I still would wish I could find the... There was one description about a piano with a note on it for Carol. I could not find that one in the game. I thought maybe it was in the Galaxy of Terror, but I couldn't get an observation for the piano. I know, right? It's so weird that her trash is just like right here. It's like, take it out, Carol. There's a dumpster right outside. I also did think it was kind of weird that Carol didn't actually have a bed. Like, Thomas fit a bed in his apartment. She could put a bed, like, right here. No? Because this little love seat does not look comfortable to sleep on. It doesn't even look long enough to fit Carol's body. Oh, maybe, but, you know, she just sits there. Hold on. Is it a hide-a-bed? No, it does not look like a hide-a-bed. I mean, what? Maybe she could pull it out. It could probably fit in this space. You thought he would end up with Carol? Why? Because they were enemies? Always sniping at each other. Well, York was trying to hit on her. She was like, fuck you. Oh, funny thing, this moon journey texture, you can see it in the Ingram's household. Lily is reading it to the twins. I don't know why it's randomly on this mirror and why Carol decides that she needs to put her trash in her sink, but whatever. It does seem like that. But we all know who is the real Sundry for York. That's George. Oh shit, I need to turn that off. I don't have the thing anymore. Hold on, I gotta turn off that Streamlabs mod thing. There we go. Just had to edit it to get rid of the... and win a prize. What clue? Oh, I missed this clue right here.
Huh?
How did that break?
So, Thomas wants us to look around for him a bit more. So there's more to it. Kind of like the bonus footage on a DVD. I hope it's worth watching. Don't you agree, Zach?
York? What was that noise? Damn it! We need to seal off all routes out of town.
No need for that, George.
Huh?
If he was going to leave town, he would have done so by now. Which means he's still got some unfinished business.
Ugh. I would like to see in the sequel if maybe they showed like a little like I don't know, flash forward or maybe flash back to the Greenville investigation, and we could see all these characters in the new art style. That'd be good.
Zach, do you think they heard what I said?
Thanks, Disco. You have a good day tomorrow.
We don't have to make a fuss. Thomas isn't going to leave town. That gives us plenty of time to find a way to view the bonus footage. You know what? There was one band that we both
Oh, we're gonna do this now,
We went all the way
York?
to New York to see them play. Right, Zach?
It took us hours to get to New York by bus. We got to the CBGB and we were so nervous we couldn't go inside.
It took us 30 minutes to gather enough courage to go inside. And inside, we were shocked. Right, Zach?
I'll never forget that feeling. It was like a blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg bop. The Ramones. That song still makes me feel good. And that's a sign of a classic. But it's amazing I got in without being asked for ID. Those were the good old days. Rock and roll high school and Chinese rock. Sheena is a punk rocker and surfing bird. And I was so depressed when I heard the news of the deaths. Original punk is one of the greatest gifts left from the 20th century. Let's hope they're still rocking on wherever they are.
Let's hope we get to see you in a punk outfit for the sequel. Wait, oh, I was gonna say, why hasn't Anna stopped me yet? So I like going this way, so York doesn't do a comical, like, 2 loops. It's just 1 loop instead. Hold on a second. Why is my chat still disappearing? Huh. Oh well. I find it a little weird that this is really the only spot with the shadow birdies. I mean, you would have thought you would have seen them more also in the nighttime fighting sections as well, but it's just the dogs and the shadows. And if you have the suit, make sure to get the dancing all night on, so this part you can run farther for longer. Maybe. I like the little lights in the trees. It's very cute. I'm gonna go look at the fountain. It's gonna yell at me for... Where's the phone? Oh, there it is. Can I save? No? Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, birds. I'll go to the Galaxy of Terror. Jeez. I'm going.
Not this way, Zach. We need to keep her in sight.
What? Oh. I'm still doing a loop? What? Oh, I guess I messed up the game by cutting through the center portion. Oh yeah, I forgot to point this out, but during my stream, I don't know, it was Friday or Saturday, someone said that Greenville didn't have a fire department, and they do. It's just across the street from the Galaxy of Terror. Hey, Anna. What?
Huh?
You have really bad aim, George. I'm sorry.
I almost became a goddess of the forest myself. Although I think the look might suit me. What do you think, Zach?
Sure. We'll find out soon enough.
Too much no.
Why are we pushing boxes, York? Just push the climb over them or something. Yeah, same here. I mean, it was kind of over the other world, Harry's mansion. Oh. Can we hide under the... Oh, we can. I like hiding in the most obvious spots. They still can't see me. I think these sections are really the worst. I hate just waiting for him to slowly check every possible hiding spot. Ugh. Oh my god, you can see me right there. Oh, right there. I was just like so right there. I think it's just about making noise. I mean, it seems like he knows where you are because he throws his axe at whatever hiding spot you're hiding at, but it's dumb.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
It's nice of him to leave us this cash. $90 in Agent Honor. Thanks, George. Or great grandfather Woodman. Or no. That'd be grandfather. It'd be grandfather Woodman. So Alice, how often do you replay this game? Do you replay it a lot? I checked that space and you were not there, mister. You were not there. Ah. I'm really hoping the sequel is superb. I have a feeling it will be, so...
Huh?
I think, even though they're saying it's just for Switch, I believe this will probably be ported. The sequel will probably be ported to the other systems. Wait to see if the game's good, you mean?
Great. Great. Amazing. Great. Great. Amazing. Bullseye. Nice shot.
You think Thomas did this? I bet he did. Hatred for what things had come to. Hatred for himself. Oh, wait to see if it's on other platforms. Let's see if you get Switch, then you can get Deadly Premonition Origins and play it on the go. I don't know. I assume because this is supposed to be the Galaxy of Terror, they needed to show some other areas. They basically showed so far the bar area, Carol's I just lost the name. Dressing room. And I know there's a bathroom in the place, so it makes sense that they would use the bathroom. I do like that we get to see it, even if it's messed up, because it is in the bar. Same with the storage area. Well, that crying baby thing, I still don't know what that means. Yeah, let's see if I can do this after sleeping. Yeah! Oh, damn. Now she's gonna mess me up. Oh, missed. What? No! have things gotten awkward now or something? Yeah. Oh my God, Whitney. Oh. Here we go. Oh, whoops. I know, right? It's so weird. Like, when I was playing The Evil Within, I was like, why? Why do these keep popping up in everything I play? So, Atlas, what did you feel about this Otherworld section? I know a lot of people think it's the worst. I don't think it's that bad. I think people don't like it because of how many crawling shadows there are. And there's 2 chase sequences. You want some rock? Here you go. Boom. And now he's like, what were you doing with my guitar? Why is it gooey? Oh. Wow, I completely missed him. I see you too, buddy. Oh, wrong button.
See you.
Really, I think this one's longer. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Fucking hate this sequence. Oh, I got 2 deaths due to Raincoat Killer. I don't know, he has a gun. Just shoot him. Shoot him in the leg if you don't want to kill him. Hey, he can run through fire? What? Wait, I'm running towards him. What? Oh, that would have been funny. Home Alone traps. Can you walk it through this? Nope. See, observation. Oh. Got excited. I was like, oh, maybe it's the Carol piano thing I was trying to find, but nope. Oh, whoops.
Huh?
Just bop him upside the head with your guitar, York. Come on. Is he really, though? He might not be bulletproof.
That's one bizarre setup. Whoever made this must be crazy.
He is. He has a really weird thing for deers. You forgot nothing. Just leave. Talking about deer and their firm hips. God, that's such a weird line. Okay, I guess we're gonna go down here. Let's do this.
Zach, okay, so it's not bonus footage. It's still part of the main feature. Perpetrator is exactly who I thought it was.
First things first. We'd better let poor Nick go.
Why the Iron Maiden? Why? Where'd the wig go? It just disappeared into the floor. I guess not. Hardcore sadist, alright. Yeah, they even got like a spiked chair. A noose. Damn, George. Out of all that we saw, that was the end screen they wanted to go with.
previously during the investigation.
Okay then, Zach.
Dad? Dad?
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
Dad? Dad?
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
I just find it annoying how slow he runs. Though you notice he has more stamina than adult York does.
Dad?
York would be panting for like 20 seconds.
Come on, boy, or
I
it'll
can't
be
catch
too
up
late.
to smoker's lungs. Can't breathe. He just disappears.
Dad? Dad?
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
I was like, you're getting too close, little kid. I gotta just disappear now.
Dad?
That was really,
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
really wrong of him to be like, well, I have nothing left to live for. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. Bye, York. Bye, Zach. It's like, at least live for your kid. Jeez. I know. At least, like, attempt to shoot Kaysen.
Daddy? Daddy? Daddy?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
You are wasting paper
Oh, maybe it was another parallel. Not sure. Him being there can't be anything good.
Grandpa, wake up!
God, that's so loud.
Grandpa, hey!
Oh, Emily. Sorry, my dear, I must have fallen asleep.
That's enough napping for today. Tell me the rest of the story.
Yes, of course. That was our promise, wasn't it? Before I continue on, though, I've got a little gift I want to give you.
Wow. It's pretty.
Consider it a protective charm, like a signpost. It will help to lead you through your life.
A signpost?
One day, my dear, you will find out one of the truths of this world. That the world is filled with contradiction and inequality.
I like that picture of the dog.
When that day comes, how you respond, what you do, that will be the instant that determines the value of your life. This pendant will show you the way in that moment.
The value of my life?
Yes, dear.
I can't hear you over the music.
Of your life. I have faith that you will grow up into a woman who can make the right choices. Do you understand, Emily?
We come toward the climax. As the angels said, I was soon fated to meet him. What do you think of those dreams, Zach? So I do care for Emily.
What about you? We should take this opportunity and talk about this a bit.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
If I hadn't seen Yor come into the bar, well, you wouldn't have found this place, would you? Now, how about that? I guess I've always been lucky when luck was needed. That's why I've been able to stay in business, too. Although we have Willie to thank for finding this room, I suppose. He's got a great nose. Clever, too. He'd be a great businessman if he wanted to be. I owed you guys one anyway, and I owed York big time, too. You guys didn't tell anyone about that whole thing with Diane. I want to help you guys out. Is there anything I can do?
Kaysen, I appreciate the offer. But this is a police matter. You can leave everything to us from here.
Oh, well, okay.
George, look. These cigarettes. They're the same brand that York smokes. He's definitely been here.
Carol's been missing since the bar closed last night. This town will be deserted if this keeps up.
And stop killing people.
What do you think is really happening here in Greenvale?
Emily, let's focus on looking for York. I just hope there are more leads than a cigarette butt around here.
Hey, Willie, of course! You can track his scent, can't you, boy? What do you think, officers? Let him help you out, why don't you? Oh, he'd make a fine police dog.
I told you we don't need...
Sounds good, Kaysen. We need all the help we can get.
You notice the necklace is
Come
gone
on,
off
George.
the dummy?
Let's let them help us.
But they are
Oh, wait,
civilians.
that's-
Do you
'cause
have
York
a
took
better
it.
plan? As
Never
we
mind.
speak, York might be...
All right. Let's have them help.
Thank you, George.
But one thing. With York missing in action, I'm back in charge. And York would give me hell if something bad happened to you guys. So promise me you'll call for backup at the first sign of danger.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
You didn't pick
of
up.
course.
You're too busy killing
We're
Carol.
missing something here. So I'm going to look around a bit longer. You go with Kaysen and follow York's trail.
Thank you, George. We're counting on you, boy. Welcome to the force, Deputy Willie.
Potato. Oh.
Let's get rolling then.
Okay, I'm counting on you, Willie.
Oh, not counting on me, though, are you? Sheesh.
I like how Willie makes sure to use the crosswalk.
Hey, where are you going? Deputy Willie, he's over here. Come on, hurry.
What? Is that my fault you're too slow to keep up? Oh, is this actually church? Oh, whoop. Ah. At least now we kind of know why Kaysen's able to run and not lose his breath or anything like that.
He can be a little selfish, but he's a good dog. He stayed with me all this time, through all the good and the bad.
How long have you been together?
Oh, we go back a long time. I can't even remember a time when he wasn't around.
I had a dog when I was small, too. He was a beagle, so we named him B. Stupid name, I know. He hated being left alone and always followed me around. I could tell him anything, even things I couldn't tell my parents. He'd look into my eyes and listen intently to anything I had to say. It's like he sympathized, and he didn't make fun of me. He would just listen. When I was done talking, he'd put a paw on my thigh. My worries just faded away when he did that. Made me feel like I was just a fool for worrying so much. Dogs are great that way.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes
I know,
think they
right?
got a lot more wisdom than us humans. Even if they are betrayed. Well, they don't see it that way. Sure sounds foolish, but you know dogs, why they're always happy. I'm positive that even if man
Especially after he's
perishes
like,
off the
I
face
fed
of
her
the
a
earth,
fake
dogs,
story
why,
about.
they'll
I'm like,
just
ugh.
carry on, regardless. They see everything, you know. From their dog houses, they look out and they see what humans do.
Kaysen.
Oh, look, Deputy Willie's calling for us. He's always like that. Let's get back to the chase.
Well, he can't be a villain. I mean, unless I mean, I could see maybe it's an NPC in the
I know
background,
that
but
you're there. Your
I don't see
disposition is not
him
of my concern.
interacting with York
But
in the
you do need to
past.
stop this. Untie me. Let me go. Right now. And you and Carol should take off. Go as far away as you can. Open a bar.
I
or
do
a
like that
diner
he's
in a new
trying to
town.
get
With your cooking. I know
Thomas
you
just
do.
to like leave, like he doesn't want to arrest him because he
Why,
knows that
Thank you.
he's a
You're
victim
so
too.
kind. Unlike him.
If I had someone like you, things may not have come to this.
York, have you ever been in love with someone?
Thomas, a long time ago, I witnessed two people that I really cared about die. Both pretty much at the same time. And since then, I've tried not to care about anyone so deeply. But recently, that way of thinking has changed.
Emily, right? She's a nice girl.
But I must warn you, York. You'd be better off not falling in love with her.
Thomas, considering the circumstances, whatever I say might not be important to you, but I'll say it anyways. Don't
Well, yeah,
you
I can
dare
see a different one because he always wants to
Emily.
put in a Kaysen in his games, so maybe someone will be named
York?
Kaysen.
I think I've said too much.
It's natural to respond when someone talks to you, I guess. Everything will end tonight. You just stay there until then.
What's wrong? Something's bothering you.
Oh, no, it's just... I promised to have tea with Polly. I just remembered.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah,
Apparently
you're right.
not.
This just isn't the time, I know. But it's... Well, she reminds me of my mother who passed away.
Kaysen.
I've been a salesman for a long, long time. I never had time to talk with my mother, you know. Sales, they were the thing for me. No matter what happened, this was more important. So even when she was sick, I put more energy into my work, which I regret now. And you know, when I heard she died, I was on my way home, all happy. I closed a big deal in Jersey. Just when you want to give something back, you got no one to give it back to. Well, that's when I met her, Polly. I thought heaven had given me another chance. I really did. So I always stay in that hotel whenever I come up here. Oh, sure, the rooms are great, but in all honesty, I go there because I want to talk with Polly.
Does Polly know all this?
No way. I'd never say anything so embarrassing to her. She'd think I've got some crazy mother complex or something.
Well, it's because, like, Kaysen's right there. At least that's my theory.
Right, let's get going. Deputy Willie disapproves of any chit-chat. I'll make it up to Polly some other time, I guess.
I like, excuse me, Swery said in an interview, the shadows are physical, and as the Red Tree's influence grows, that's when, you know, it can spread and more people can see it. Meaning, like, kind of Emily.
Zach, I'm hungry, but I can't do much about that at the moment.
Thomas is certainly a great cook.
It's a shame to keep his cooking hidden out here in the countryside. Don't you think so, Zach?
Which reminds me, there's another great cook in town. To fall in love with her would mean that I would need to love her cooking, too.
No, you wouldn't. You don't have to
Why
love
does
her
God
cooking.
test
Why
us
don't
so
Why don't you
often?
just cook?
Coffee she made.
Just keep her away from the
Man,
kitchen.
that pack a punch. I wish you could have tasted it, Zach.
I don't know. I don't think he has really a genuine interest in her. It's part of his cover, I guess. Or maybe she knows his secret and she's in on it. Let's get some Chinese, Kaysen. What do they got? They got beer. Oh, they got Heineken. Nice. I should ask Gray, hey, does Polly know Kaysen's a demon?
It's only a hunch now, but I don't think Nick killed Diane.
No.
What do you mean?
Me and Diane, we were, you know, pretty close. I'm sure some people might have moral issues about it all, but I'd like to think that I knew her pretty well. Every time we finished talking, she'd bring up art. I'd make a face, you know, boring. And she'd always say, "You're so different from Nick. He's so much more intelligent."
Sounds like something she'd say.
Nick was one of the few people who she could talk to, you know. And vice versa for Nick, I suppose. Diane also told me that she was best friends with Nick. He'd have nothing at all to gain by killing her. I can't believe that one would try to kill the other. I just can't.
But even the best of friends can end up in the worst fights.
Still, the voices and footsteps I heard that night, they were
His response would be,
something
it's a
else.
secret.
Much more violent, more horrifying. Diane's voice sounded different, too. Different. Hard to explain. Of course, I couldn't make out what she was saying.
You told York all this?
Of course I did.
What did he say?
I know, that's fine. Something like that. Let's go then, and catch Diane's killer.
Zach, about Emily. Don't you feel almost nostalgic looking at her?
I don't think I've ever felt that way looking at a woman before.
No, I'm wrong. It's a long time ago now, though. Do you remember that incident, Zach?
Anyways, I was very surprised when she came to my hotel room. Not in a funny way, don't get me wrong. It was really exciting, though. I thought I heard my heart thumping inside, you know?
It's inappropriate during an investigation. Right, Zach?
All I gotta say, I swear he really likes long, long chase sequences. We have several throughout this game. Two of which involve Willie. Jason, I'm like right behind your dog.
Hey, where are you going?
I mean, this song is cool, but it's just a wild goose chase. Every time we have a chase, they always take us this long-ass circuitous route that, you know, really taking us throughout the gallery, even though the blood trail leads exactly to her bedroom. Or directly to her bedroom. Anna, like, running all over the place when it's just a galaxy of
Are
terror.
you close to the Ingrams?
No, I mean, well, I always say hi when I see them at their store.
Don't you think they make a wonderful family?
I guess so. Including Jim, I suppose they do.
Indeed they do. The ideal family, I'd say. You know that I look after Isaac and Isaiah pretty often, right? They talk a lot when I take them out. Yesterday, Mama and Papa, and this morning, Grandpa, always about their family. Just listening to them makes me feel so happy. I don't have any brothers, you know. Maybe I'm a little jealous of those two. That's why when I come here, I always pay them a visit.
Greenvale is really like a second home to me.
I can tell.
Deputy Willie's calling again. Enough about me. Let's get going.
For some reason in the darkness, I see Emily's face. When I first met her on the bridge, she looked so dignified. And that glimmer in her eyes
Like older in the future, that would be cool.
Her blonde hair lit by the dawn. Eating steak at the diner. Giving me directions in the car.
She never gave directions in the car. What the hell?
And that coffee she made. And it's like she's a goddess in a tight dress.
Zach, let's pray that she doesn't become a real goddess.
Yeah. Well, they definitely have some sort of power. I'm guessing the case will have some sort of connection to the red seeds. Maybe Aaliyah or whatever could go back to Greenville with Zach. Kaysen, seriously, I am right behind your dog. You're the one falling behind.
Willie, York is nearby?
Good job, Willie. Can we stop running now, please? Hey, so we took the long route here. You weren't playing with us, were you?
George, we've found out where York is. George? George!
Kaysen, I'm going in alone.
Hey, you didn't forget what George said.
No, I haven't. And that's why you get to stay out here and keep trying to contact him. I'm just going to check things out. I'll stay out of danger. Trust me.
You didn't
Okay,
stay
if you
out of
say
danger.
so. I'll take care of this here.
How are you gonna keep calling George? He doesn't have a phone or anything.
Freeze! Stop right there! Stop!
What the hell?
York, Emily is here. Time to say goodbye then.
Thomas, let me tell you one more time. It's not too late. I can help you. Just untie me and let me go. If you don't, the situation will be irreversible, unfixable.
York, no situation is reversible. Didn't you know that?
Everyone, everything proceeds along a path preordained by fate. Goodbye then. I wonder who'll be the next person to open this door. Well, whoever that person is will be the one to decide your...
Oh, you should.
Zach, what was I supposed to say? All I can do now is wait.
I'm like, alright, I can kill them up there, but nope. I just hurt myself. No, I was kind of expecting that. It was just bullets. I don't need that. Come on. There we go. I think it's kind of funny she has no stamina meter, though. She can run for days. Just wondering if I could see his model.
You sure took your time.
Thomas, you've got nowhere to run now. Just surrender yourself.
Emily, I've been waiting for you.
Where's York? Is he okay?
He's quite the handsome one, isn't he? I liked him the moment I saw him. He likes someone else, of course. Who do you think that is? Hmm?
I'm asking you if he is okay. Answer me.
Oh, yes. He is handsome. But me and Carol, we love not him, but a different person. My lovely G.
crap. Do you know what you're doing?
Why, yes, I do. All too well. Far better than you do, I think. You know nothing about yourself, nor this town.
Please don't make me shoot you.
You're a silly, sad little woman. We're heading for devastation. All of us. And no one can stop it.
Oh, Thomas. You're sick. But there's still time. We can get you help. I'll help you.
You're too kind, Emily. As kind as a goddess. That's why he likes you. This town is soiled, and only you are shining in it.
That's right, Thomas. Let's just leave here together.
Yeah, it's so hard.
It was so much better back then. We had so much fun. Emily, that was before you came. I won't let you have him.
You know what? You can have him. I don't want him.
You filthy pig! Eat this. Take this. Have this. Take this. You pig. Take this. Take this. Eat this. You pig! This is your fate! This is your fate! You won't have it your way! I won't let you take him! I'll show you how serious I am! I'll turn you into hamburger meat! Take this! Eat this! Dodge this! This is good! You...
Thomas, don't make me shoot again. Surrender and turn yourself in.
Emily... Emily,
Thomas.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's enough, Thomas. Just come over here.
Emily, Emily, I just... I hate you so much. Die, you skanky swine! You what? Get away! Get away from me! Get off!
Thomas!
Oh! Is that Thomas hanging there? Oh my god. He looks like a strung up turkey.
Or maybe he really liked, shoot, what's the name of that movie? Ghost Ship?
Was that a gunshot? I hope nothing terrible has happened.
I think it was Ghost Ship.
Hey, Willie. Are you here with your owner?
Hey!
York, are you okay?
I'm fine. Got to spend some quality time with Zach. I heard gunshots. Did you get our man?
York, Thomas is dead. I shot him. He tried to kill me.
Thomas. I suppose that this is the fate you talked about. But Emily, what about the murderer?
I just told you I had to shoot Thomas.
Thomas's actions may have surprised you, I understand that. But our job is to catch the killer, isn't it? You didn't let the killer get away.
York, are you saying that Thomas was not responsible for the murders?
What? That makes no sense.
Emily, are you out of your mind? Thomas
Okay,
was
I
certainly
found it. I was trying to
innocent,
find the clip for you.
But he didn't kill the girls. He has concrete alibis for all 3 murders. He also doesn't have the reverse peace symbol on his back. These are basic facts that for sure you haven't forgotten.
Then who?
I need you to be strong, Emily. If Thomas is not the killer, then there is only one other possibility. The only one with free access to the department files and doesn't have an alibi at the time of the killings. Love G himself.
George? George is the killer? And since when did you start thinking this?
I wasn't sure to start with, but You saw the pictures, right? In that secret room in Carol's bar. That was when I became 100% positive.
But George didn't have the tattoo on his back.
Ah, right. He doesn't have a tattoo on his back. But there is a pattern there.
What do you mean?
Emily, I'm not saying that the pattern was the tattoo. Remember what Harry said. There isn't a single thing that can maintain its shape for eternity. And George's back is a perfect example.
Hey, you two! Could you explain this so I can understand what's going on?
Emily, come in.
Emily here. I've rescued Agent York from the clock tower.
Thomas is dead. I was forced to shoot him.
I see. And you two were both all right?
York is a little weak, but we're heading back to the department now.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Emily, George is a friend of yours, isn't he?
Yes.
Then what we are about to do is going to be tough to deal with. Are you willing to go through with this?
York, I'm deputy sheriff. This might be a small town, but I take pride in that. It's my duty to make sure that we catch all the bad guys in Greenvale.
Even if it means facing an end that I would never have hoped for.
Okay, then let's get moving. This case is going to end at the sheriff's department.
This is madness! Willie, come on, let's go with him. Chickening out now would be like leaving after eating the appetizers.
Okay, I think I'll stop here and I'll continue this tomorrow night. So thanks for hanging, Atlas. I guess I'll probably stream maybe around 9 tomorrow. Hey Rainbow, thank you. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night, hopefully. I'll let you guys know via Twitter if anything changes. You guys have a good night. Bye.